Hi, welcome back to HMRK.
It's me, H here, and Sharon, and we're drowning our sorrows.
Cheers.
So we've just watched the Brighton game, and we've lost.
We're disappointed.
Very disappointed. The kids were very down. We've decided that we ain't even going to bother with the vlog because we're just feeling really low, really.
Yeah, especially like losing like back-to-back games, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it's, I mean, you're right.
And then listening to Mourinho kind of like, you know, after the match to say first half he was disappointed, second half he could see the change, isn't it?
Yeah.
And I'm like, he's obviously, there's a lot of positivity coming out of him from regards to the team, and you think to yourself, well, our opinion and his opinion doesn't even match.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It doesn't match. It doesn't make no sense. I mean, yes, we improved the second half, but we were always going to improve. But really, the reason we lost today was because team selection first half was really poor. You know, we're playing a side that hasn't won a game at home all season, and guess what?
They win against
us, and it all stems from my opinion, the fact that he played very defensive football again. He played 5 defenders at the back. I mean, first half was rubbish, wasn't it? I mean, we couldn't even string. Remember, I was telling you, we can't even string 2 passes together.
It got better towards the end, doesn't it?
It got better towards the end,
30 minutes.
You know, we've been crying out for Bale. He didn't really play particularly well. But we were just not. I mean, there was that moment where we were going side to side, and then remember Toby passed it right back to the goalkeeper, and we were just shaking our heads thinking, what's going on? And then, you know, you got Vinicius, Sharon, who we signed as backup to Kane, and Kane went off against. Yeah. Why isn't he not being played?
And then you didn't even bring him on until like the end.
You know, brought him on today, and it helped a little bit. But you know what's the most concerning aspect here is. And I've got the results here, and I will actually call them out. So let's go back to the Arsenal game, Sharon. You know, we won the Arsenal game 2-0, didn't we? There we go. You can see it here, right? After that, we played Palace. Remember that game? Yeah. We won 1-0 up, and we just sat back, and Palace equalised, scored a goal. Then we lost to Liverpool, same again. Sat back, Liverpool won the game, deservedly so. Then we lost to Leicester at home, 2-0. Maybe because of we were down because of the Liverpool game. Maybe we could have got a point from the Liverpool game. Then we went to Wolves. Remember the game? We scored in the first minute, and then we just sat back and did nothing.
And then they scored a goal.
A goal against. Now, what's the theme here? The theme here is we're only scoring the goal a game at the moment, which isn't great. You know, there was that 3-0 win against Leeds, but I think that was a bit of a blip, really. And I thought Leeds played really well that day. And then you got the 1-1 against Fulham. Again, we went 1-0 up and we sat back and did nothing. Yeah. And basically, Fulham deserved to not only get a point, but they should have won the game, right? Then we went to Sheffield United. I remember the game. We went 2-0 up. Then they scored the goal. And then Ndombele scored that really good goal. But the worry was, had Ndombele not scored that quickly, we could have easily have drawn that game as well. And then we lost to Liverpool, obviously, as you know, 3-1. And now we've lost today at 1-0. This is very worrying.
It's looking really good.
It's not great. You know, when you think about the games I've just rattled off, I mean, these are worrying times at the moment. I mean, our next game is... I'll tell... Look,
when is our next game?
Next game is Thursday, Chelsea. Then we've got West Brom, and then we've got Manchester City, and then we've got West Ham. We've got a run of games here coming up that are going to be really difficult.
And then who have we got on the 28th?
28th, we've got Burnley. So we've got a run of games coming up where I actually can't see...
I don't think we're ready for these games.
I can't see us beating Chelsea at the moment. I can't even see us beating West Brom at the moment, who are fighting for their lives. And dare I say, Man City, they might put 4 or 5 past us. But something is clearly not right. There definitely seems to be some issues here. And, you know, as much as I don't want to be controversial, I'm getting to the stage now, me personally, and I know you like Jose, but I'm really going to a point where I'm actually starting to think Jose out. I know it's not knee-jerk for me, it's just I'm not enjoying the football.
Then when are we going to actually get the right manager? Do you have to go through like 5 different managers to actually get the right manager?
You know?
And then by the time you actually get there, the team is like is probably going to be like totally a mess or confused, because one manager's telling them to play this football and play it this way, my way. Then you're going to get another manager to say, we'll play it this way.
Yeah.
And like every time you're having to adjust to a manager, and it's not easy. It's just like doing a day-to-day job, you know, and you're having to adjust to different management and their style.
Exactly.
And sometimes you don't adjust to it.
You don't. But I don't know, Sharon. I mean, I just, you know, if you think about the football we were playing previously, as opposed to the football we're playing now, it's really boring and really negative, Sharon.
It is, yeah.
I mean, even you're feeling it. It's really not a good watch.
And the kids are feeling it. It's kind of like they're just feeling kind of like, you know, low, isn't it?
Yeah.
Because like they just like, you know, the next day they're just going to get loads of messages, loads of like silly videos that are sent to them.
Yeah.
So they got to face that side of it too, kind of like when they're at school and like, you know, on social media. So Maya just tends to just block everybody because she can't deal with that additional pressure, you know.
Oh, well, that's just welcome to the world of being a Spurs fan, you know?
Then, I know, but it's just like, Mum, can we not just win for once and then like win something?
It has been poor. Listen, I mean...
You know, I think we've got some really good players, like, you know, Reguilón,
Son, Kane. Yeah, we've got some
really good players, and
Bale,
they're not
Bergwijn, and we're not Dele Alli. We're not
being used. They're
playing like forward-thinking, progressive football, and that's a real concern at the moment for me. You know, watching this defensive. You know, listen, I don't mind playing defensive football if you've got good defenders, but clearly our best assets are attacking football players. So devise a system. Jose needs to devise a system where he can get the balance right. At the moment, he seems far too concerned about the defence.
Has he always played football like that?
Yeah, he's always been pragmatic.
Is this his style?
Yeah, he has always been pragmatic. Pragmatic in the sense that he'll always think about, if we can keep it 0-0, if we can keep it clean sheet, I've got players, or, you know, we will wait for that one chance. Basically, his football demands you've got to be clinical. You've got to make.
Problem is, in the past, it's worked for him.
Yes,
that is the problem.
But he's been at clubs where they've given him lots of money, and at the moment, he's obviously not going to get that kind of money. And then you've got the COVID situation going on.
Exactly.
You're not going to get that. So he needs to now, you know, think outside of the box. He needs to use all that experience that he's got and look at the players that he's got there, the talent that he's got, and start thinking about maybe moving up a little bit, you know, not playing so deep and just going to the players, you know what, go out there and do your stuff. And I'm not going to crucify you if you make a mistake. But
we think he does, isn't it?
Yeah, I think so. I think that, you know, when the players make a mistake, I think he mentions it. He keeps going, you know, even in his interviews today, he said 2 mistakes. He keeps going on about the mistakes, and I think if you keep doing that,
they will make mistakes. You know, it's expected. I mean, surely Brighton made mistakes today.
Well, if you're working right your job, and I'm watching over you and saying you're making a mistake, you're making a mistake, you're making a mistake, you're going to get nervous and you're going to make more mistakes.
Exactly.
And I think
you're being watched.
Exactly.
You're not able to do your job without being watched, isn't it? You need to be, what's that word? Like, you know, relaxed.
Yeah.
You know, they need to be like, you're not nervous.
Exactly.
Like maybe they're playing and they're nervous.
And I think that's what it is. I think they're playing under a little bit of pressure. So I don't know. Something needs to change. I mean, I honestly think we need to change the manager. But I mean, maybe it is a bit knee jerk. Tell us what you think. I mean,
yeah, it'd be good to hear from our, you know, our
community. Yep, exactly. a Tottenham fan. We are a massive community. It'd be great to hear from you. Please leave your comments in the comment section below. And I guess we just dust ourselves down. It's 2 back-to-back. It's 2 games back-to-back defeats. We got Chelsea on Thursday. I guess we need to remain positive. Also, thank you for all your love and support of the channel, for all the amazing comments that you send us through. We want everyone to keep safe, follow the guidelines, keep yourself safe at all times, and keep supporting Spurs. You know, I mean, that is the one constant we've got.
Even though we have the negativity at the moment, but we'll continue to support Spurs, and we'll, always continue to put up a video and,
And try our best. Anyway, catch you on the next one. Come on, you Spurs.